Yo, what is happening, guys? Welcome back to the Let's Talk Finance Challenge. You can tell by title and the thumbnail. Today we will be watching Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul face to face. That is right, they did a face to face, and their fight is literally in 4 days, I believe it is. I think it's on a Friday, actually. I think it's Friday. It is in 4 days, and I cannot fucking wait to see Mike Tyson and Jake Paul get in that ring and see what's going to happen. It's going to be a big one, but they have just released the face to face, and we're going to be reacting to it. It's going to be a long one. So get your popcorn, get comfortable, and get ready. And yes, I know I've been disappeared for like 2 months, but we're hopefully back consistently now, because I haven't said that before. But yeah, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, face to face.
Why does Mike Tyson win this fight?
Because I'm Mike Tyson.
It would be the biggest moment in all of boxing history when I put this man to sleep.
I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. It's not going to be an easy night.
I do think Jake thinks it's going to be easy.
To make history yet again.
There'll be nothing less than the last fight.
We're just days away from the biggest boxing event in recent memory. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano.
Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano is going to be so good.
It's Netflix. And this is MVPs face to face.
Gentlemen,
I've been keeping up with this fight too much, so I'm excited now.
To maintain order, we're going to allow you guys 45 seconds to answer my question. The opponent has 45 seconds to respond.
This is like a presidential debate.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
All right.
When I'm here, it's important.
Hopefully it's not 2v1 like Trump had to deal with.
Nah, we good. You guys ready?
Go.
All right, let's get it. We're going to start with you, Mike. Why'd you agree to take this fight with Jake Paul?
I believe this is going to be great for boxing. I believe I'm going to win.
Jake, why'd you agree to take the fight with Mike?
Yep.
Man, he's a legend, you know. This is the guy. This is one of the two most famous boxers to ever live, him and Muhammad Ali. This is a dream come true for me. I am inspired by Mike, his story, you know, what he's persevered through. And to be able to fight him and to share the ring with such a legend is a special moment for me, and it's historic. And the fact that we did it with Netflix, it's the biggest fight of the century, and that's what I love to do.
He's been very respectful towards Mike Tyson.
And go to war.
Well, to add on top of, what does it mean for boxing?
Everything, man. You know, this all came from an ayahuasca ceremony. When I saw this happening, I saw the butterfly effect of every kid going into the gym the next day wanting to be like me or Mike. 700 million people watching on Netflix. And the impact this will have on the sport is unfathomable, and it's untangible, quite frankly.
Okay, Mike, so what does it mean to be
He's using the big
Paul?
words.
Same question to you. What does this mean for boxing?
To be honest, boxing's never seen nothing like this in the history of boxing. Since it began 250 years ago, it's never seen anything like this, and probably never will.
No, well, probably will again.
Let me ask you this. What does it say about Mike Tyson if he knocks out a 27-year-old Jake Paul?
Mike just knocked somebody else out again. You know, this is going to be big.
Yeah. It's just another day in the office.
Just some 27-year-old is Jake Paul.
Jake, same question to you. What does it mean if you knock out a 58-year-old Mike Tyson?
Yeah, when it happens, it's going to be a little bittersweet because I have love for him. But at the current moment, we're meant to go to war. He's trying to take the food off my plate. I'm trying to take the food off of his plate. And that's what warriors do.
Oh, it's good. I'm so invested in this fight. I'm so invested because I genuinely don't know what's going to happen, because I feel like he's worked his ass off and prepared well for this, because he knows he's going into the ring with Mike Tyson, right? And I know a lot of people before the fight and after the fight, regardless of the outcome, are going to turn around and go, oh, Mike Tyson, he's 58 years old. Jake Paul wouldn't fight Mike Tyson in his prime. Oh, I'd like to think Jake Paul wouldn't fight Mike Tyson in his prime, but they're going to make this thing of, oh, Mike Tyson's 58. Is he 58? Yes. Is he in his prime? No. Is he anywhere close to his prime? No. But at the same time, I wouldn't fight 58-year-old Mike Tyson. I don't think you would, because 58-year-old Mike Tyson is still Mike fucking Tyson. So I still respect him getting in there. I don't know how this fight's going to go, but I feel like a lot of people are overlooking Mike Tyson because he's older, when I know he's older, but he's still Mike fucking Tyson. He still has that killer. And I saw a clip where he said that, you know, Jake Paul's a manufactured killer by the papers and the numbers and stats that made him a killer. He goes, I'm a natural killer. Like, I was born to be a killer, and that's the difference. That doesn't just go away with age, so
But
it's going to be good.
for me, I've dreamt this, manifested it, and it'll be the start of, you know, what has been a 12-year career for me in entertainment and acting and working and all the things I've done now into boxing. This is finally my moment and my time to shine. And I'm going to show the world who the fuck I am, because everyone's doubted me. Everyone's had something to say. Nothing was ever given to me. I've had to work for it all. Suppressed by everyone, kicked off of YouTube, kicked off of platforms, canceled 5 times, and here I
I think
am.
you were canceled a lot more than 5
During
times.
the
I ain't
biggest
gonna lie.
event in really all of entertainment, actually. And now it shows to the rest of the world what hard work and perseverance can do. And I'm just happy to be able to show that to other kids who maybe have to go through adversity and have to fight and have to keep on proving themselves time and time again.
So from your answer, what I got is, you said when it does happen.
Yeah.
So you're gonna knock Mike out.
It's already written.
Okay. You heard that shit?
Clearly.
Just making sure. I like that confidence right there.
This is the baddest man on the planet. Heavyweight. Look, I mean, just look at the fucking guy sitting here right now.
Right.
He's an animal. He posts Instagram pictures and I get a little scared because of how good he looks. But I have to step up to this level and show people that I can accomplish the impossible. And that's what the story of Jake Paul is all about.
Fair enough.
Now,
I
Mike, a
still
lot of
wouldn't get
people
in
will
there.
point to your fight with Kevin McBride and say that that's when your skills basically dissipated 20 years ago.
My life has changed since then, and I decided to fight Roy Jones, and that was successful, and now we're fighting.
He didn't look absolutely
people
horrible
shouldn't even
against
bring
Roy
that shit
Jones.
up no more.
No, they should bring it up.
Okay.
They should see the difference from there to now.
Gotcha. What you have to say?
Me at my worst, to me at the biggest event in the history of events right now. There's never been any bigger than this. So what they have to say about that?
What you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what critics do. They sit on their couches, they sit in their homes, and they have so many things to say.
I like the confidence Mike Tyson is showing. The fact that he's like, yes, in that fight, you know, I was at the worst. People say that's whenever, like, I kind of started to deteriorate. I started going down. But then he's like, I was 20 years ago. I'm 20 years older now, yes. But he's like, this is the biggest event. I've worked my ass off for this shit. And if you have seen Mike Tyson, he's in fucking shape for this fight. You know, Mike Tyson has always been in decent enough shape, even when he was just retired and just not boxing. He was still a fucking animal, could still take your head off. But if you've seen his recent, like, Instagram posts and shit, this motherfucker's in shape. He's ready for this fight. Like, he didn't just accept this fight for the money. He's in this because he wants to do something. He has that taste for boxing again, and he wants to get in. And he wants to hurt Jake Paul, just so he can be like, yeah, I'm still fucking Mike Tyson on this big-ass event.
Because they're unhappy with their
And
lives
he's gonna get paid good,
themselves.
too.
They'll try to rip people apart like me and Mike, who are actually going and fucking doing something.
He had 11 pro fights, 1 amateur fight. How do you rate him?
Hey, listen, he's been successful in all those pro fights except one, and that's why we're fighting.
It's been 4 years in professional boxing. And in terms of what I've done in those 4 years and the amount I've learned is more than any pro boxer. So just in terms of how much I've learned and grown, I'm the fastest growing and learning boxer in the sport. And that's what I rate myself off of. If you calculate how good I got from year 1 to year 4, no one else has made that progress. So really, to me, that's the most important thing to focus on. And I have big plans, and I'm continuing to, again, do the impossible and show people what I'm capable of. And they chalk up what I've done to the fights being rigged. Still, when he posts on his Instagram looking like a killer, hitting the shit out of the mitts, the top 5
I don't like the
comments
way
are,
Mike's looking at him,
if
bro.
Jake wins this fight, it's completely rigged. And that used to bother me.
Right.
That used to bother me because I was like, no, I'm working so hard. Can't you fucking people see? But now I take it as a compliment because the human peon brain of the 99% can't even comprehend
Can't even get it.
how good I've gotten and what I'm accomplishing in this world.
He's good at
They telling
pissing
me you
people
talking
off,
too
bro.
long. There's not no Trump shit. They trying to give me the.
That's what I'm saying. I knew this was gonna happen.
See, don't.
Hey, we got all the time in the world. We can make edits. What's your name? Shut the fuck up, Joe.
Control, do your thing. He over there. Don't harass me no more, Joe. Nigga. That wasn't on me.
He
All
just
right,
told
now
the
look,
fucking
one
producer,
thing
shut the fuck up.
that people cannot deny is your activity. This your third fight this year. You had 3 fights last year, 6 fights in the last 2 years. Where boxers are fighting once every 2 or 3 years. Does that make you better as a boxer, the activity?
Yeah, 100%. And I have to stay active. I have to stay.
That's a good question, to be fair, because obviously Jake has been consistent in the fights that he's been doing. It doesn't make you a better boxer, but it definitely opens the level of... It doesn't make you a better boxer, but it opens the field of progression to a lot wider. It lets you, gives you the opportunity to progress a lot further because he's been so consistent. Because when you look at, say, the times that other boxers fight and Jake Paul fights, now I know Jake Paul isn't fighting at the level that a lot of other boxers are fighting, 4 world championships, all this and that, but he's still boxing and they're still boxing and he's fighting a lot more consistently, at least over a couple of those years. Yes, it may not be to a boxing high level, but he has been fighting nonetheless, and he's been fighting consistently. So it gives him more of an opportunity to improve. Does that make him a better fighter? No. But it gives him more of a range and more of a chance to progress further than someone who's fighting once a year compared to his 3 times a year, because 2 fights, that's not just 2 fights, that's 2 full training camps and 2 full fights. That gives you, that gives you a little bit more. It gives you a little bit more experience in the ring as well.
Working towards my goal of becoming a world champion. So there needs to be 3 fights a year for me at least, and that's how I get better, is under the bright lights and performing when there's adrenaline and nerves.
Gotcha.
I've always been in the gym training. I'm in boxing, professional fighters. I'm just, activity is great. I had 15 fights in 1 year when I was younger, and I think activity is great, but I'm prepared. I'm just ready to go.
Now, does a loss to Jake Paul damage your legacy?
I don't look at my life as a legacy. Legacy to me means ego. Who the fuck cares about my legacy? I'm gonna be dead soon one day, but he's not gonna win.
What do you say about
I love how different Mike Tyson is. Back in the day, like, you ask Mike Tyson, what if you do lose to Jake Paul? What happens? He obviously goes on like, oh, legacy means ego. He's trying to be humble, and he's like, hey, and he's saying all that. And then you look at him back in the day, and if you were to go, what if this man beats you up? Mike Tyson would attack you for just saying that. The only person I think I ever saw Mike Tyson be completely humble to was Muhammad Ali, because that was his idol. But like, outside of that, Mike Tyson would have fucked you up for even asking that question years ago, and now he's like, nah, I don't have an ego, I'm very humble.
your legacy if you end up beating Mike Tyson, and not just beating Mike Tyson, knocking Mike Tyson out?
Oh, I'm so excited for this fight, man.
It would be the biggest moment in all of
It
boxing
will
history
be viral.
on Friday night
It
when
will
I
make
put this
people
man
go
to sleep. So
apeshit.
that is pretty dope.
He dreams a lot.
A lot of dreaming.
I knew it,
He does a
they
lot
all
of
come
dreaming.
true.
This is not gonna come true, young man.
Hey, man, I respect your opinion, but it's just my time. The universe know it, the gods know it, I know it, and you're going to know it. Plain and simple.
Okay, for next week, we'll see.
We will. That's the
I
beauty
think
of
Mike
boxing.
Tyson's
the truth
ready,
comes
though. Like,
out,
I
and
think he's
by
locked in
golly,
for
do
this.
I love the truth.
I think Mike
Are you
Tyson can't
concerned
wait.
if Mike hits you flush on the chin, the shit could be fucked up?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Mike Tyson.
indeed.
Indeed.
I have to be alert. This is a scary, scary man. He's a killer, and has all the power still clearly in all the videos, all the sparring that he's showing, dropping his sparring partners.
I wonder, right? Obviously, Jake Paul's being respectful towards Mike Tyson because he has a lot of love for Mike Tyson, right? But I wonder, is Jake Paul trying to also be nice, right? Not just because he has love and respect for Mike Tyson, but is he also trying to be nice because he doesn't want to severely piss Mike Tyson off? Because Jake knows. I think Jake knows deep down. I don't know if I believe him when he says that he's going to that he's going to beat Mike Tyson. I don't believe him for a second that he thinks he's going to knock out Mike Tyson. I don't believe Jake believes that. I think he's just saying that to obviously build the confidence a little bit more. I think he believes he beats Mike Tyson. I have a little bit of belief that he believes that. But I also believe that part of the reason he's being so humble and nice, not is only just because of the respect, is because he doesn't want to piss Mike Tyson off in case Mike Tyson comes in like the old Mike Tyson with being like, okay, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, this is my first time in a ring in a good couple of years. Like, this is my chance. I'm gonna fuck you up. And I think Jake is kind of being very wary of that, where he's like, I want to fight Mike Tyson and get the credit for fighting Mike Tyson, but I don't want to wake up the beast and fight Mike Tyson. So I think he's
My mom
thinking
is
about that.
messaging. She can't even watch Tyson punch. She won't watch it because it scares her. And
Can you blame
he
her?
has one of the deadliest uppercuts of all time. So of course I have to be ready and know that he's gonna have some moments in there, and I'm gonna have to persevere.
Now, Mike called you a manufactured killer. How you respond to that?
I would say the deadliest weapon in the world is manufactured. That's a nuke.
I like that.
Okay, that was
I like
a good
that.
response.
I like
you know?
that, man.
And I think it's scarier to be a peaceful man, waving Disney Channel wands around, and then to choose to kill.
Now, Mike, look, you
I don't know if I agree with that, but I see his point. That was a really good response to manufactured. Did the nuke is manufactured? That was a really good response by Jake. Fair play. The whole thing with, I think it's dangerous to choose to kill rather than need to kill. I don't know about that, because yes, I understand, right? You're choosing to go boxing. Like, you didn't have to fight to get your way out. You chose to go to boxing. You were already massive on YouTube. You were making millions. You could have done and just opened businesses and then retired early and just had people work on those businesses and make you millions back for the rest of your life. You didn't have to do boxing. And I think the fact that you chose to do boxing because you love sport and you like getting punched in the face, that shows like a little bit of deadliness there, like a little bit of, okay, this guy's not right, because why the fuck would he choose that? But Mike Tyson, it's not the fact he was just thrown into it. I just feel like Mike Tyson's different, bro. Some people grew up and they boxed. Deontay Wilder, he boxed because he needed to provide for his family, right? So he was made into a killer because he needed to provide for his family. Mike Tyson, yes, done that as well, but Mike Tyson was on a different fucking level. Here, you know what I mean? Like, he's on a different level when it comes to doing it. He not only did it because he needed to provide, he did it because he just liked hurting people. He bit a motherfucker's ear off. He didn't bite the motherfucker's ear off because he was like, oh yes, this will get me a bonus, that will provide for my family. He bit the motherfucker's ear off because he's like, I can. It's going to cause you pain and that's going to cause me happiness. He's not stable. Yes, he's all nice now. He's your fun uncle, Mike Tyson. But like, growing up, this motherfucker was crazy.
criticize Jake's skills. What does that
I
say
see his
about you
point,
if you
but I don't
lose?
know.
Well, I'm not gonna lose. So I can't even fathom losing. I can't even imagine it. He's not gonna win. I think he thinks this is gonna be a very easy night. It's not gonna be an easy night.
I don't think that. I think it's going to be a war of ages. The fans are the ones who win out of this, but I know you, I know your soul on a deeper level, and I know myself, and I know you're not going to fucking quit, and neither am I. You could rip my head off, I can go down to the canvas, you can fuck me up, I could be bleeding from everywhere, and I'm not going to stop. And I know that's the same for you. That's the beauty of this, is I don't think it's going to be easy. I know it's going to be hard.
You had a great career,
Yeah,
but in many ways,
Yeah, okay.
this is the biggest event that you ever been a part of. What does this say about this night and this matchup?
First of all, no one else can do this but me.
Okay.
I believe. And
I would agree with that.
like you said, this is the greatest boxing match in the history of boxing, and it's because I'm a part of it.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, man. And this is the do-si-do in Texas, the biggest fight. And I do think a dance requires two people, but that's the magic in this, is that we're, you know, this yin and yang that is creating this massive fucking disruption and storm and massive fight. So, you know, 2024, November 15th, the gods and the universe aligned us to do something magical. And it takes the both of us. But he's had a longer, illustrious career, and I believe by the end of my career, I will reign as the GOAT of this sport.
Now, a lot of people are saying
There's
that
a lot
the
of
Taylor
confidence.
Serrano
Okay.
fight should be the main event.
I don't know about that one,
Part
Jakey.
one was a fucking amazing battle. What do you have to say to that?
It is the, you know, like this is, there's two main events. How do you choose which one to put before each other? You know, they're massive. I'm more excited to watch that than I am excited to take his punches. But yeah, man. I mean, It's massive, and I'm just so excited to see the rematch and for Amanda Serrano to prove all of her doubters wrong.
The Amanda Serrano-Katie Taylor fight is going to be fucking insane. The first one was so good, and this one is going to be even better because we obviously know Katie Taylor's coming off the win against Amanda Serrano in their previous bouting. But you know Amanda Serrano's going to come back now. And ever since then, she's been coming out and she's been like, right, fuck this. I'm going to just fuck people up. And I don't know if it was her last fight. I can't remember. There was one fight after that. It might have been her last fight where she just put an absolute beating on some poor girl for like 6, 7, 8 rounds. She just put a beating on her, and it was honestly hard to watch, even as a Amanda Serrano fan. So to see Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor again, I think it's going to be sick because both of them are great female boxers. Both of them are changing the sport for female boxers, and I can't wait to see the rematch because if Amanda Serrano wins, we get a trilogy. If Katie Taylor wins, she's going down as like one of the greatest of all time overall. You know what I mean? So it's a big fight.
So who do you think won?
Close.
It was close.
Close. Razor close.
Well, in your opinion, who do you think won?
I'll keep that opinion to myself.
Okay.
My opinion won't mean nothing on November 15th.
And when Amanda Serrano wins Katie Taylor, I think we do the trilogy at Croke Park. I'll get Donald Trump to come in. He loves doing big fights since Eddie Hearn hasn't been able to get anything done over there. He's too busy trying to be in Katie Taylor's corner for the fight. Can you believe that? I mean, the clout chasing on this guy is fucking insane, but Katie will make the trilogy happen in Croke Park. And
Everyone just comes for
gonna
Eddie
be,
Hearn, bro, all the time.
Something they could settle the score. I believe Amanda's going to win. It'll be 1-1, then they can do the third and settle it all.
So you're already doing the trilogy before we get the sequel.
Yep.
Okay, say no more.
I'm like Star Wars, baby.
I ain't mad at you. Why does Mike Tyson win this fight?
Because I'm Mike Tyson.
Why does Jake Paul win this fight?
Can't argue with it.
Because I'm Jake Paul. No.
It doesn't work
Man,
like that, Jake.
This is just, it's my time. That, you know, the gods have showed this to me. I'm going to be faster, stronger, and more elusive. He's not going to know where I'm coming
Faster,
from.
maybe, yeah.
I'm
Stronger,
truly,
hell no.
I'm truly going to show the world that I outboxed Mike Tyson. And that's fucking wild to say. Oh, yes, I got you a gift.
Thank
Oh,
you.
for God's sake.
I got you a gift,
All
Mike.
these
I'm on a
gifts.
pigeon.
This is a pigeon from Southeast Asia. Very expensive, but I wanted you to have this.
Thank you, Jake.
How do you feel about that? Huh? Hey, you like Mike's love pigeon. What do you feel
Yeah, I
about that?
do. It looks like a low budget pedigree, but
We paid thousands of dollars for that.
I think that this is the only gift Jake has given that he's actually been genuine with. Obviously, he gave Tyron Woodley like the Rolex, and I feel like that was like, oh, a thank you for Tommy Fury pulling out the first time. It's like, oh, that's a thanks for like kind of coming in. But it was also just for him to kind of set up, yeah, I'm going to knock you out. So, cheers, mate. I think this is like a genuine thing, being like, look, this is a genuine gift to you. We're going to kill this shit. Like, I think Jake is genuinely, like, actually fully respectful here, and as I said, I think part of it might be a little bit of fear behind
It's
it.
an expensive pigeon. I seen a video of, and I'm not sure if you've seen it, Mike. Did you see his Instagram today?
well, what?
Maybe it's good that you didn't see it yet. He asked you guys face to face, and he's kissing you in the mouth in several pictures on Instagram. Well, it's actually on his page.
Oh, fuck, I haven't seen
It kind of
this
went
shit.
viral today of him just stepping to you, kissing you in the mouth several times.
Did Jake
Does
post
stuff like
this?
that aggravate you?
I have that effect on people. You know, I have that effect on people.
Okay.
I've just never seen someone handle a pigeon.
Yeah, literally.
You have pigeon flies in your family, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Is it a low budget pigeon? Or
He had no one loves him. He has no band or anything, so he doesn't belong to nobody.
It belongs to you now, Mike.
you now.
Okay, there we go.
I'll feed him to my falcon.
Oh,
So that's food for your falcon?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This is getting
What
interesting.
happened to loving pigeons?
What do you have
Mike?
to say about this fight coming up this Friday? And any words for Jake?
I'm just ready. I'm just ready. Let's go.
Jake?
Let's go, the do-si-do.
You ready to go?
Excited, man. And it's going to be a beautiful night. Amazing fights on the undercard, amazing production, the amount of people showing up for this, the biggest stadium, the biggest platform, the biggest fighters. Doesn't get much better than this.
This is going to be an amazing spectacle this Friday on Netflix, and there's limited seats available on SeatGeek. Good luck, gentlemen.
Are you really going to feed him to your falcon?
Yeah, but I can't take it with me. There's no way I can take him.
That's fucked up, Mike.
Can Jake just have him back then if you're going to feed him to the Falcon?
Do that, man. I'm just talking.
Nah, thank you. Good job, man.
Yo, thank you for the opportunity, Mike. Good seeing you.
Appreciate you.
Is he actually going to feed the pigeon to the Falcon? Like, bro, save the
Nice to meet
pigeon,
you.
Jake. Okay, cool.
You can come with me, buddy.
Yeah, save him. Save him. Well, that was the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson face-to-face. Yeah, man, I think I said all my thoughts. It's simple as, I think Mike Tyson's locked in. I think Mike Tyson wants to come in and he wants to show, okay, I've been retired for this many years. I had my fight against Roy Jones Jr. And, you know, he didn't look terrible in that fight. He looked, for his age, he looked pretty good. But obviously he was no prime Mike Tyson. But I think Mike Tyson actually is locked in. He wants to come in here and he knows it's a big event. He knows it's a big opportunity. And I believe him when he says that it's the biggest event he's ever going to put on because it is partnered with Netflix, which is a huge, huge company. Obviously, like, everyone has heard of Netflix. Whether you use it or whether you don't, you've heard of Netflix. You've probably used it at some point. It's just a big fucking thing. And I believe he's coming in there and I think that he wants to... I don't think he's coming in there. I don't think he wants to come in there and necessarily knock Jake Paul out and hurt him, but I think he wants to come in there and feel the way his young self did whenever he hurt you a little bit, you know, and he enjoyed it. So I think Mike Tyson's coming in for that. I think Jake is coming in. I do believe Jake thinks in his head that he's going to beat Mike Tyson. That's fair enough. You got to back yourself. When he says he's going to knock out Mike Tyson, I don't believe that for a second. I think Jake believes he'll beat Mike Tyson, but not knock him out. And I do believe there's a lot of respect there for Mike Tyson, but also there's a bit of fear there, which means I think Jake will prepare better for this fight than a lot of other fights because he knows the risk of other fights is here and the risk is there. When he was fighting Tommy Fury, he obviously believed he's beaten Tommy Fury. For the rematch, he'll obviously train to beat Tommy Fury, which is a okay level boxer. This is Mike Tyson, like I say, regardless of what age, it's still Mike Tyson. He may be faster than Mike, he's not going to be stronger. So he knows that. He knows if Mike Tyson catches him clean on the fucking chin, he might be out cold. So I think he's going to be a lot more cautious in this fight camp because he knows Mike Tyson could be 98 and in a fucking wheelchair and he probably could still knock you out in one punch. So I think Jake is prepared for this fight very well. I haven't been following it too much, but I'm excited for it now. We're a couple days away. I might do one more video giving my little thoughts of who I think might put it off. But yeah, I want you all to let me know your opinions down below so far. Who do you think is going to win this fight? I never thought I said, out of Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, who do you think is going to win? What do you think's going to happen? I never thought I'd be saying that line, but I want you all to let me know your opinion. Hopefully I'm back now consistently. We're going to follow up on a lot of misfits stuff that I've missed. But hey, for now, man, hope y'all have an amazing day. Hope y'all think positive, and I hope y'all staying safe. Without further ado, this was another video. I'll see you in the next one. So, peace.